I'm a girl that is addicted to saving money. I'm going to teach you how to shift your mindset to be that way too. I used to be a chronic overspender. I'm sure that you are too. We have every single possible open avenue in front of us to spend our money, but we really don't need to. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I shifted my mindset from being addicted to spending to addicted to saving. When I'm about to buy something, I really think to myself, I truly think, do I need this? I have 20 pairs of jeans. I do not need a 21st. I just think about the fact that I have so many things that I'm so grateful for. I have so many clothes. I have a roof over my head. I can buy food. I can do all these things. Like, I am just sitting in my gratitude whenever I realize that I'm about to overspend. I think about it in this way too. I'm like, I could be saving this money for a house or a car. Having some goal to be saving for is another way that I change my mindset. Being grateful for what you have and having a goal to save for. Because the dopamine rush of getting that goal is going to be better than any instant gratification. I've also been trying to get away from instant gratification because I feel like in this world, we can have anything we want immediately. Amazon comes the next day. We can go outside and buy whatever we want. I live in New York City. It's super accessible to literally buy anything that I want, but that's not a sustainable way to live. The only reason I've been able to change my mindset this effectively is because I've been using this budgeting app called the Peak app. Truly, it is the only app that got me out of debt.
So I agree with what she has shared. Like, we need to be more grateful for what we already have, because there's so many marketing campaigns that make us feel like we need something extra when we're fine. We're fine without it. And it's not until it's too late where people understand, like, man, I'm in credit card debt. Man, I overspent. Man, this emergency happened. They don't have a savings. They're living paycheck to paycheck. One of the ways that I make sure I stay, quote unquote, in budget and don't overspend is every time I get paid, no matter from a 9 to 5 or by YouTube, I split my paycheck up into different categories: my fun money, my debt slash bill money, my investment money, my business money, which goes into YouTube. And then I have I said fun money. I think my savings. Yeah, if I didn't list savings and savings. So I have 5 separate accounts. And then in that way, every account has a different percentage based off of my goals. And because it's automatically split into each separate account, then I don't even have to worry about overspending, because as soon as my fund money comes in, I only have my debit card that I use that money on. And once that money is out, I have to wait to the next paycheck or next pay period by YouTube in order for me to get the fun money back. So it definitely keeps me in line with being in budget and not overspending. What are some of the things that you do for you to not overspend and to save? I'm interested. Let me know in the comment section down below.
Beloved, I know your credit card bill is high. Okay, so listen to me. Lock in. This is how we're going to save money and also get that dopamine hit, because oftentimes we don't really want the thing. We want the dopamine we've attached to it. Oh no, I love a list. And this is my list titled Impulse Avoidance. And here's how it goes. So this is the thing that I wanted, the thing that I almost impulse while added to cart, almost checked out. The day that I found it or added it to cart, and then how much it was. If your list gets long like mine, you're not going to shame yourself, right? Because we live in an age where we're constantly being sold to. That is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to make sure you keep yourself in track for your financial goals. At the end of the month, my date here is wrong. You're going to add up this entire column of everything it would have cost. This month alone, and the month is not over, I almost impulse bought $750 worth of stuff. So at the end of the month, whatever my number adds up to, I'm going to divide it in half. Half is going to go into savings. Half I'm going to do whatever I want with. Half is important because you're honoring your commitment to save and then also rewarding yourself for that. And that is where the dopamine hit comes from. And with that half you're keeping, this is the time to go through your list and see, after you've sat on it for a little bit, if there's anything you actually do want. Let's keep our savings account. Beloved, I know you're...
I think this is a good idea, but you should be saving no matter what. Because let's just say that you're impulse buying, but you split that amount into half and you don't have that amount. Then you're going to kind of feel bad about it. You're going to be like, man, well, I don't have that much to put into savings. Or you could be really cheap and it's like, well, it wasn't that much. And then you split it in half and it's like, now you're saving pennies. So it all depends on how much of a consumer you are and how much you actually like watch marketing campaigns that try to sell you stuff. I think the better method is to split your income up into 5 different ways. Every time you get paid, have a different percentage that you put it into. I've saved thousands of dollars and invested thousands of dollars just from that method, because it's literally 5 separate accounts. I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not logging into it every single day because I know I'm not going to spend my investment account or my savings account. I know that my bill account has enough money because I've set my percentage to match my living expenses. And if that isn't enough money in that account, then that means I overspent in another category, or that category, or I miscalculated. But setting the boundaries before the money comes in is what I always go to and what I've recognized works for most as well. By the way, if you guys are interested with making money on YouTube and making passive income, then you should join the Cashflow Creators Club. The link is in the description down below. This is where I host monthly masterclasses showing you guys my analytics, how much I get paid from YouTube, how I'm scaling and doubling my revenue from YouTube, and how I monetize this channel into multiple streams of income, and how you can as well. I share all the sauce, no gatekeeping at all. It's not a course. This is literally a community where I show you guys behind the scenes live streamed, and you can watch the replay if you guys missed the live stream. So go ahead and join in the link in the description down below. Let's continue.
Open a money box. This is not financial advice, so do this if you want to, but this is how you can save a lot of money very quickly. Listen to this video very, very carefully. Do not wait for the next Monday to pop up, because that's what people do. People want to turn their lives around and they have to wait for a Monday, or they have to wait for a new month. You're wasting time and you're wasting more money. Wake up tomorrow, get a notepad and a pen, write down all of your expenses, all of your bills. Group it, find out how much it is. For example, you pay £500 towards bills. Great. Write down how much money you need for fun every single week. Let's say that's £400. Great. Then write down how much money you can save comfortably. Don't go crazy with it, because if you try to save £1,000 and you've never saved nothing, you're not going to save the £1,000, or you'll just use it, right? Comfortably. So if you can save £600, save 400, right? You've now got your bills. You've got how much money you need to enjoy and have fun, because you're a human being, and if you go outside, you need to do that. And then you've got how much you can save. This is now your budget. Open a money box. They have notice accounts. These accounts lock your money in there for a certain period of time. I've got 32-day period account, which means that if I want to take my money out, it takes 32 days for the money to be released to me. So if I take it out on October the 1st, it will come out on November the 3rd. That might not be correct, but it will be 32 days from that day. Lock your money in there. At first, it'll be really hard because you're not used to budgeting, right? So that's why you need to be real about how much money you need for your bills, how much money you need for your expenses. Don't say you need £100 when you know you usually spend about £500. Leave yourself with the £500. It's better to start saving slowly and then start saving more than go overboard, because you're going to be borrowing money. You're going to need the money. So don't go crazy. If you've never saved anything, start with £50. Don't start saving £900. You're probably not going to be able to do that, right? Open a money box and lock your money in there. And do this until you can handle your money, because a lot of us cannot handle having a lot of money just sitting around in our bank accounts. I am one of them people. I can't. I will always transfer to the savings to buy myself that packet of crisps. And until I can stop doing that, I have started to lock my money. The amount of money I've saved in 3 months is crazy. Not only have I saved, but I've started to get used to the budget that I've given myself. When I first saved for the first month, it was hard. The 3rd month, the 4th month, it's a breeze. I know when I go outside, I've got a certain amount on my card, and if I finish that, there's no one to help me. Forget trying to change your life on a random Monday so that it aligns, or on November the 1st. No.
I think you should focus on also lowering your living expenses for sure. But aside of that, I think this is a great idea, and it's going to help a lot of people. Putting your money into an account that takes a certain amount of days for you to pull out your money. I don't advise it to be a 30-day period, because if it's an emergency, like, okay, you need work done on your card and you gonna wait 30 days to get it? Nah. One of the things that I did was open up an Amex, American Express savings account, and I didn't obviously have a card attached to the savings account. And so in order for me to have access to those funds, I would have to transfer it into another account online from Amex to whatever account that I needed to have the debit card on. And it would take maybe 24 hours. Sometimes it would give it instantly, but sometimes 24 hours for it to get there. And that always gave me enough buffer period in order for me to think twice if I ever wanted to overspend in some categories. But again, let me know in the comment section down below, what are some of your strategies that you use in order for you to save money, and what's worked for you, and how much money have you saved using that strategy if you want to share. All right. Great. I will see you guys in the next clip.